Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again once again. You already know what it's gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. Instant classic in the making. If this is by far the first time you've ever heard of me or the first time you've ever been introduced to me, by all means, make sure you subscribe, make sure you notify, make sure you do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the good Doc's content. Because all of my good shit shall be listed in the links in the description area below. All right, official time check, ladies and gentlemen, is 9 o'clock in the PM Eastern Standard Time, which makes it about what, 8 o'clock Central, which makes it roughly about, I want to say, 6 o'clock for everybody repping out West Coast, and of course, 10 a.m. Philippine Standard Time, wherever you guys are reporting in the world today. Maraming salamat sa lahat, and thank you guys for joining the Good Doc on what is poised to be a very, very, very good show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, foreigners can sometimes be some of the biggest bums you will ever come across in the Philippines. I repeat, sometimes it's the foreigners that represent the biggest bums or the biggest hypocrites or whatever you want to call it in the Philippines. I'm sorry, guys, I got to take care of something real quick, so I just turned my camera off for a second. But foreigners can sometimes be the biggest bums that you can find in the Philippines. All right, earlier on today, guys, if you guys haven't caught the story from today, please make sure you give it a check. It's the last video I posted in reference to a bum foreigner being caught overstaying, and then as a part of him overstaying, he ends up basically finessing his OFW Filipino wife and taking all the money and everything, or taking like her personal property and trying to pawn it and shit. It was off the chain, guys. If you haven't catch that story, please make sure that you check it out. Um, in the previous video posted today. All right, so as I was doing that story, I kind of came up with a couple of stories of my own, or I can honestly say that I can remember quite a few stories about dealing with some not so savory, not so cool foreigners in the Philippines. All right. So there was one particular time in Davao City where, whenever I meet new foreigners, the first thing I do is I approach them and I say, what's up, man? How you been? Welcome to Davao. How long you been here? I go through the spiel. I'm very good at introducing myself, and I'm very good at getting down to, the basic understanding of what brought them to the Philippines, how long they've been there, because I ask those questions, off the rip. So I was talking to this one guy, and he was cool, man. Super, super, super happy to be in the Philippines. Most like your first time foreigners in the country, just really happy and stuff like that. Or I should say, it was a perceived happiness. Okay. So next thing you know, he's chummy up. He's trying to be like your best friend. And you can tell when people are trying too hard to like be around you or trying too hard to be your friend, but you never really want to take it all the way that way, because you kind of figure that if you're in the Philippines, or at least you made it to the Philippines, chances are you've done enough, or you should at least have enough funds to be able to support your time abroad, right? So you're not really thinking that you're, conversing with a foreigner that's not doing okay for themselves, at least in a country like the Philippines. So, we exchange numbers and stuff like that, thinking it's all good. I figured, maybe one day we'll hang out, man. Shit, it's always good to have a foreigner in your corner. And I say that because sometimes when you deal with like your Filipino friends and stuff like that, and I hope that you are in a position where you can have some Filipino friends, or at least care to have some around you. Sometimes, when you tell jokes or you want to talk about things that are kind of relevant to where you're from, and they're not able to understand it or pick up what you're talking about or understand the jokes or whatever it may be, you're kind of out there on an island by yourself sometimes. And I can say that sometimes it does get lonely. So whenever you actually do come in contact with some foreigners, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air, man. Good to see somebody from at least your home country, so that you can have a conversation with. So again, we exchanged numbers, everything was good. So we ended up linking up and going to hang out at a bar sometime. It was cool. I paid for the drinks and stuff like that, because I didn't care. Like I said, yo, man, it's my treat because I invited them out. So I'm thinking, We good. I'm thinking everything is legit. Next thing I know, he wants to hang out again, but he ain't even remotely reaching for his wallet. So now I'm a little bit suspect. Right, no homo, no Paul shit. I mean, he wasn't trying to hook up with your boy or anything, you know, anything like that. But the second time around, what I'm saying? He was asking like, "Yo, you got?" I said, "Can you get us this time, and I'll get us next time." And at that time, I was like, "Okay, not a problem." Then about 2 days later, he hits me up like we the best of friends, talking about borrowing money. I said, "Hold up, brother." I said, back up, back the fuck. Wait a minute. Now you asking me to borrow money. I think it was like 15,000, 10,000, 15,000. I said, hell no. I blocked this number immediately. I said, man, look, you hang out with some people from time to time and shit like that. And all of a sudden, you think we cool enough to where I'm just gonna let you borrow money and I don't really know you like that? I only been kicked. I've only kicked it with you twice and only known you for maybe about a week or two. Now all of a sudden you're thinking we're the best of friends and I'm gonna let you borrow some money? Yeah, get the fuck out of my face with that. That's the first thought I did. I blocked his ass. I ain't want to see or hear from him again. But what you'll start to see is foreigners will try to be your best friend and to try to get something out of you. And sometimes they'll take advantage of you and your generosity because they see that you're nice and they see that you're willing to do things for them. And they probably haven't had that type of situation or interaction with any other foreigners when they was in the country. So again, sometimes foreigners can be the biggest bums in the Philippines, bruh. Um, Sometimes they get set up though. And I have to talk about this because I don't ever want it to feel as though Doc coming down on all the foreigners. Sometimes they just get set up. Sometimes they're dealing with a girl, you know what it is. I got scared by a Filipino and I don't have nothing. And it happens. It does. And I never want to act like that situation doesn't happen. I never want to sugarcoat it or gloss over those situations because those situations have led to some dire straits that some foreigners have never been able to find themselves back from. All I know is your ass can go to the embassy anywhere and they'll take care of you. If you're really that hard up and you're really down on your luck like that and you really need to leave, if you find your way to where you need to go, I'm pretty sure they'll do. I'd rather you do that than stand up on the side of the street with your motherfucking hand out asking people for change. The dude in the thumbnail of this particular video, that is a true foreigner. I don't think he was from the States, but it was a true foreigner that was literally walking around with his fucking hand out, bumming. And I didn't really care for that very much. I kind of felt like that was a bit, maybe it's just me, but when I looked at it, I understood if he was going through it because that's not my place to tell somebody, well, you should have figured it out or you should have known better. Because sometimes we all get caught up. I mean, shit, it's easy to get caught up from time to time. Y'all got to know that about the Philippines. But when I saw the story and everything, and I saw how it played out and how he ended up being where he was, it was very hard for me to feel sorry for him because I was like, man, look, it wasn't as if it was one fell swoop and it was all gone. My man, it just happened over time and you kind of let it happen. So if you can't get to your country's embassy, or you ain't even trying to get to your country's embassy, it's very hard for me to feel sorry for you. But I do understand that some foreigners do get set up. But there is nothing on God's green earth that pisses me off more than when you come to the Philippines and you just don't have enough money. Like, my dude, what the fuck? Really? And it comes from listening to guys that'll tell you that you can live off of $500 a month in the Philippines. I made a video about that. And yes, I said it is possible, but you will literally be pinching pennies and scraping dimes. Pinching pennies and scraping dimes everywhere that you can. 500 is not a livable wage per month for you. But you got some guys that are willing to give it a try, and then they give it a try and they realize, no, 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 it is not what I thought it would be. I'm living in a province in a Bahay Kubo. I barely have electricity. I'm out here taking a shower on the street like everybody else. Or I got this basin where there's a water well and I got to go pump that shit every morning. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, but I'm telling you, if you are literally going to try to live off of $500 a month, you just might be pushing it towards living that severe provincial life. So some guys come over here and they realize that they can't make it on that type of money. And now all of a sudden it's a matter of, well, I need some help, bro. Or, a foreigner in desperate need in the Philippines for a handout. Please help your fellow brethren. You'll see this shit on Facebook posts too, and that shit be killing me. People will post on Facebook, oh, foreigners in trouble, foreigners going through it. Guys, let's help our fellow brothers and shit. I'm like, man, look, I'm not gonna look for a handout from nobody else. If I really need it, I got family, bro. I'd ask somebody in my circle, like somebody I really rock with. Like if I'm literally on my last dime and there's nobody to turn to, there's probably at least, and I would only use this as a last ditch effort. Not a last ditch effort, but I would only use this as a last resort. But I'd reach out to some of my YouTubers, like my YouTube family, like people that I know will be like, Doc, you know what, man, I got you. It doesn't matter. There's a couple of people, and that's why I love what I do. That's why I love putting out the content that I do, because there are a couple people that'll be like, Doc, if you ever needed me, bro, I got you. And I feel like they really mean it. And I will never use them unless it was literally a last resort. But for you to just sit there and do Facebook posts and GoFundMe's and all this shit to help support your lifestyle in the Philippines because you thought the money that you could live off of was going to be a lot or at least enough, I can't feel sorry for you if your ass go broke in the Philippines. And I damn sure can't feel sorry for you if you be bumming your ass off in the Philippines. And I don't expect anybody else to feel sorry for you either. Again, if something happened and it was one fell swoop and you just kind of lost it all, or something happened and you just lost all your money, yeah, it can happen to anybody. But if you're putting money into buying lands or properties and you lose it that way, I can't feel sorry for you, man. If you didn't do your due diligence before you started doing shit like that, there's nothing that any other foreigner can do for you. And I don't think that it's right for you to bum off of other foreigners. But aside from being pissed off about foreigners who come to the country with little to no money and penny pinching and scraping dimes and shit, the only other thing that pisses me off more than that is when you guys try to take advantage of the generosity and hospitality of Filipino people. Under no circumstances am I more upset and or pissed off than when bum ass foreigners try to take advantage of the hospitality and generosity of Filipino people. I'll tell you right now, Filipino people, they whether you believe this or not, Filipino people take like they're really good about being generous and hospitable. And I'm not just saying that because just to say it, but I'm telling you that because I know it to be true. I'm gonna tell you a quick story, not necessarily, you know, it kind of floats along the same lines and I can connect it, but it was a quick story. So I was walking in my neighborhood, and it's usually a long walk from the top of my neighborhood to where I was living at the time. And so there was this guy. He pulls up on his motorbike, right? Now, this is his job, right? This is my man's occupation. He's a biker boy or a motorbike guy, tricycle cab, whatever you call it. So he pulls up on his motorbike and he was like, "Hey, Joe." Dude don't know my name. He's like, "Hey, Joe, hop on." I was like, "Nah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't have any money." At the time, I had like a 50 or like 100 pesos and I didn't have any change for the bike. And I wasn't about to sit there and, let this man drive me around and he got to scramble around for change and shit. I just wasn't really doing it. And I could use the exercise and anyway. So I was just going to walk it out. Right. And he saw that it was close to about the rain. It was really looked like the weather was getting a little gloomy. But I was like, nah, man, I'm cool, man. If it started raining, I had an umbrella, so I won't trip it. He's like, no, Joe, come on, come on, come on. It's okay. No charge, no charge, no charge. And from that moment on, like, it made me think a lot because I'm thinking this is my man's occupation. Although it's small, minor amount, 10 pesos at best. The fact that old buddy was willing to just take me where I needed to go and not charge me for it as a result of it being his job, it hits different because this man is losing peso fare for me. Now, again, it may not sound like a lot to y'all, but this is this man's living. I don't know how much money this man makes driving, motorbikes and stuff on a daily. But he said, no, it's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. It's cool. You're cool. It's okay. I hop on. He takes me where I need to go, drops me off at the top of my street. We dap it up and I keep it pushing. But in hindsight, when you think about it, the hospitality and the generosity of most Filipino people, that shit's hard to come by. You can't expect no people in the United States to be that generous at all to you. I'm like, motherfucker, how much you paying? What you got on my gas tank, homie? So there's a lot that goes into it. Again, like I said, the situation or example that I gave you was a minor one, but it goes to show you that it goes a little bit deeper than that. And there's nothing that pisses me off more than when you try to take advantage of the hospitality and generosity of Filipino people. Some people would do that. And Filipinos, for the most part, they'll probably do it mostly for the foreigner because you are the foreigner. And it's kind of cool to know a foreigner for most of them. Most of them probably don't talk to foreigners that much. It depends on where you are and where you're living at. They're probably not interacting with foreigners on a daily basis. So they're willing to be friendly and do all this extra stuff and, be cool with the foreigner guy because it's cool to know a foreigner for most Filipino guys and stuff and women too. So for me, I'm kind of like, man, there's nothing worse than bum ass foreigners in the country, and you're gonna come across quite a few of them. And it's not so much that they're bums, as opposed to the fact that sometimes they just don't want to spend their money. So it's not so much that they're just bum ass dudes because they don't have the money. Sometimes they just bum ass dudes because they don't want to spend the money. Sometimes you may find that with your favorite YouTuber too, man. Go there and you kind of link up with your favorite YouTuber and shit. They make you pay for everything, the trip, and make you pay for make you pay for the meals and make you pay for the experience just to be around me, the foreigner man, or me, the Philippine blogging YouTuber. That happens too. I have no problem cracking my wallet if I need to, because I don't want nobody to feel I owe them for shit. Unless you say, Doc, I got us, just hang out, man, beers on me or whatever, that's different. But sometimes when you deal with certain like vlogging YouTubers and shit like that, it's kind of like an expectation, like, yo, you gonna kick it with me? Okay. You're gonna have to pay for that shit. Like you gonna have to pay for my time and stuff like that. It's just weird, right? And again, it's not so much that they're bums because they can't afford it. Sometimes they just bums because their attitude be a little bit shitty because it's almost an expectation that you're supposed to take care of them or you're supposed to do for them, and that it's supposed to be like that. Trust me, I've had it happen before, and yeah, I've had it happen before, and when it happened, I was like, well, damn, that's what it is. Okay, cool. And it wasn't so much from a fan standpoint. It was just kind of like a quick meetup and shit. And it was different. The vibe was different. And sometimes when you see people in person based off of content that they put out stuff, you realize, man, most of these people ain't shit. That's why when I tell you guys straight up, Doc ain't shit. I ain't gonna never be shit. I'm just gonna be who I need to be when I need to be him. And I'm like off camera though, man. The same energy you get here is damn sure the same energy you get offline. So that's not going to be an issue. But just sometimes it sucks when you deal with some foreigners in the Philippines and they just really be some bunch of assholes. So bumming don't necessarily have to be from a financial standpoint. Bumming can specifically be because people just be shitting on other people for no reason at all, or taking advantage of other people for no reason at all. I don't know where I have no idea where that type of energy comes from. But aside from the fact that old buddy in my last video was over here finessing his wife, sitting at home drinking all fucking day. Wifey overseas as an OFW in Kuwait. Y'all know Kuwait ain't one of the best places for females. Anyways, more specifically, Filipinos. Not always the best location for the majority of them. So imagine she probably out there dealing with a whole bunch of shit. And then she got her husband, I guess, at home trying to pawn her shit, take stuff out the house allegedly, and make a whole big ass scene. My God, the fuck is that? That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense at all. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 14 in the building. Make sure you guys drop a like. Y'all know the rules, man. Make sure y'all caress, molest, and de-stress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and blessed you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Not even then. My boy LSW, what's good with you, man? Farside, I see you. Joe Tom, he says, yeah, common sense would tell you if you're down to your last 5,000, you would just fly home. Yeah, I kind of agree, man. If I'm down to my last 5K or more, and this is all that I have left to live off of, common sense would probably tell you maybe, just maybe, you might want to reconsider your spending habits, especially if there's no money coming in, and you might want to consider getting your plane ticket immediately back to the United States of America. But you know what cracks me up and what kills me the most inside? Some foreigners are willing to live on the streets in the Philippines because of their hatred and disdain for the Matrix. Oh my God, the Matrix is so bad. Oh my God, this rap race is so bad. So your ass want to be a bum in the Philippines. You would rather bum in the Philippines than actually go out there and try to correct what or right or wrong or do what you need to do to handle yourself. Really? Really, your best and only option is to stay in the Philippines and fucking beg other foreigners and locals to help take care of you on a daily basis. My man, are you fucking serious? No, sir. 5K, yeah, about 5K, man. If I only have enough left in the bank account to actually get a ticket, yeah, maybe, just maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. You might want to just say, yes, sir. It's time for me to call it. Time for me to go ahead and call it. Shout out to my man, Mr. Diaz. What's good with you, man? Ever Crandell, what's good? He says that's why you need to have a routine, backup plan, and exit plan if needed. Yep, I know my boy Mike put out a video earlier today about an exit plan. I saw the community post for it. If you haven't checked it out, I think it's a dope video over there at Mike's Philippines Journey. I think probably about at least 3 months ago myself, I put out a video entitled An Escape from the Matrix Plan. I mean, the Matrix, and then an escape back to the Matrix Plan. You have to have an escape back to the Matrix Plan. A lot of people don't consider, a lot of people don't talk about, a lot of people don't even give a fuck about having a way back. They're so caught up on getting away that they end up being the bum ass dudes in the Philippines that nobody want to talk to. And you know how Filipinos talk. You know how Filipinos talk. Oh, foreigner Joe. Oh, he's so broke. Not saying that if they use you for your resources, but it's not a good look to be a broke ass foreigner in the Philippines, yo. It is not a good look at all. Not a good look at all. Granted, if you don't care about your image and or reputation, my boy, nobody cares then. But I'm the type of dude, man, that kind of means a lot to me not to be considered a bum ass dude in the Philippines, right? Because I'm not coming there to be some broke ass dude. So why the fuck do I want to have that image portrayed upon me? Some people don't care, but I'm like, bruh, I'm here in the country to live my best life, not just to live. I'm not here to survive, my boy. I'm here to live and live my best life. A lot of foreigners ain't about that life like that, and it kills me. It kills me because what the fuck are you doing in the country if all you're gonna do is bum it out? Really? Hey man, 17 in the building, 11 likes, man. Let's get those likes up for the good doc. All right, y'all know the rules, man. Likes are free. If y'all want to support, please feel free to do so. But the likes, they free and mandatory by law. All right. Shout out to my boy John Chance. What's good with you, pimping? Character doesn't change just because you changed your residence. A bum is a bum in any language and in any country. That's probably one of the realest shit I've ever heard today. It's one of the realest things I've ever heard in a while. Because if you was a bum in the United States and you was leeching off of people, chances are you're gonna move overseas and do the exact same thing. Huh? Is that what you want with your life, man? Again, sometimes people don't care, man. Image and reputation don't mean anything to them, and it's okay. I guess I'm just cut different. I guess I'm like, yo, I'm not in this country to be viewed as a dude that's trying to get things for free or trying to skate away barely or just get by. No, man. I'm here to do my thing and I'm here to have fun. I need money in order to have fun, y'all. Like I said, I don't get it for free. Like you don't get everything for free. Sometimes you gotta pay for shit. I'm not talking about pussy. I'm just saying in general. Sometimes it costs to do the things that you want to do. So I'm not gonna sit here and expect that from Jump Street. oh, I can get by in case somebody's always gonna be there to help me just in case. No, sir. No, sir. You gotta want more for yourself than that. Again, like I said, I think it hits harder for the guys who think that they can come to the Philippines and live off of $500 a month. Can you do it? Absolutely. But you're not living, you're surviving. Okay? If you think that you can come to the Philippines and live off of 500 USD a month, you are no longer living. You are just basically trying to survive. Scraping dimes and pinching pennies, man. Is that what you really want to do with your life? Man, you can do that shit in the United States, man. Probably come out a little bit better than that. So if not, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't know what to tell you. My man said I had a bum live with me for a few months when I lived in South Korea. He eventually had to go to the embassy for a plane ticket home. See, and that's I would hope that that's the generosity in you that allowed you to let that man kick it with you for a while. And I kind of feel like, and this is one of those kind of deep seated things that we have to discuss as gentlemen in general. For the most part, most of us are not bad people as foreigners abroad. If I see another foreigner in need, if I can, I will help you. If I can do it, I will try to look out. If I can do it, I will try to look out. Don't expect me to. Don't have this expectation that just because you think we friends and just because you think that you a foreigner, just because you gonna sit there and tell me if it was you, bro, I'd help you out. Nah, that shit don't. That's not how I play, bro. Not how it's gonna happen. Not how it's gonna happen. But it's the generosity of other foreigners, and when somebody take advantage of it, now you like, bro, you know different than these girls that foreigners be crying about, is you? Right? You are no different than these scamming chicks and these scamming ass Filipino hoes and shit, these bitches and shit that you be crying about. You are no different than them. If your ass is scheming and scamming or trying to come up off of and or live off of some other dude. Granted, I think that's some hoe shit in general, man. You just trying to scheme and scam and try to get over on like somebody who's actually legitimately trying to look out for you. Then you get mad when the old buddy probably gave you the shit face when you told him he had to go, right? Like, oh man, it's like that, bro. It's like that. Because some people do that. And you know what makes it even worse, man? That's the type of shit you deal with some of your family members, man. Half the shit I wouldn't even do for my own people. Why the fuck am I gonna do this for somebody I don't know? That's the hard part, right? Understanding that you probably wouldn't even do this. Well, you would do it for your blood, I would hope. But sometimes you've been around family members that ain't nothing but leeches, and now all of a sudden you dealing with somebody that ain't even your own blood. You trying to look out for them, and they still trying to come up off you. That shit don't make no sense, bro. That shit don't make no sense. But the generosity that most foreigners have, and the event, and people being able to see through that shit, people take advantage of the generosity of people, which lets me further know I don't really fuck with a lot of people for a reason. Because people will damn sure try their best to take advantage of you. And that's just not how I go with me. It's not going to happen. All right. My man John says, what's really needed by foreigners is for them to have their ish together. Yes, I would hope they would. But sometimes having their ish together, it doesn't register, man. Because sometimes having their ish together is like, yo, I know I can afford this amount of month, so I'm gonna live off of this amount of month. That's me having my shit together. No, sir. No, sir. Yo, 17 in the building, 14 likes. We getting there. Shout out to my man Josh. What's good with you, man? He said it's been a minute. I'm glad to see you doing your thing. Hey, still kicking it. The only positive aspect of being a bum overseas is that they get hella girls. Yeah, I guess. And that could be the only legit reason why they are so scared to leave or why they are so mad they gotta leave, and the fact that they are not necessarily willing to leave. Am I mad at them for it? No. But then I'm telling you, man, that's just taking advantage, bro. That's kind of like I said earlier, bro. That's like taking advantage somewhat of the hospitality and generosity of the people. That's just taking advantage in a whole nother way. But I can't, man. I can't condone that type of shit. But it happens, man. You can be a bum in the Philippines, foreigner or not, man. You still gonna get laid. What can I say? All right. When am I going back to the Philippines? Probably mid next year. That's my mindset. I don't know when the country's opening up. 2 steps forward, 20 steps back. Omicron, Decepticon, whatever type of fucking variants out right now is literally trying to shut down everything again all over again. So yay me. Damn thing sound like a transformer for real. Omicron. Who the fuck named? Who named that? That's what I want to know. Who came up with the name Omicron? Decepticon. Ultron. Age of Ultron. I said, man, I didn't know if I was in an Avengers movie or a goddamn Transformer movie when they started naming off these new variants. So yeah. Shit. I don't even know if I could drop the link, my boy. I can't drop the link here because I'm doing it from my phone. And yeah, that's the problem. I'm sorry, yo, Josh, I would let you on, bro, but I don't have because I'm doing it on my phone and I'm not doing it from my computer. It's not letting me drop the link in the chat for some fucking reason because I can't even use my chat here. I can only read it. So yeah, man. Hey, man. Next time, like I said, man, if y'all want to chop it up one day, bro, just reach out to me beforehand. Be like, yo, Dot, man, bring me on, bro. We can have a conversation for sure. But everybody deal with some bum ass people, bro. Everybody deals with some bum ass people. I've dealt with bum ass people. One time, never again. Like I said, sometimes you just feel like you doing everything you can to do right by the people around you, and it seems like people don't appreciate that shit. That's where it really hurts the most, man. When you do everything that you can for the people around you, and they feel like they don't appreciate the shit that you do. They couldn't call it XI, so Omicron is a joke. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. At this point, I don't even care what it is. It's just another thing that's keeping us from traveling in the near future. All I say is, guys, we got to use this. Yeah, Josh, I know. Yeah, we talked on IG. I remember, my boy. I didn't know you deleted it. I thought you changed your name. I haven't been in my chat. I haven't been on IG in a minute. But yeah, I remember you, family. It ain't you good. You ain't forgotten. But yeah, because me and you was gonna go to Brazil. That was the talk. Once upon a time, I thought Brazil was gonna be that next trip. But like I said, man, dealing with all of this shit right here, pandemic and all this bullshit, everything just turned upside down. I don't feel it, man. I don't feel none of this shit. I'm tired. I'm tired. But again, like I said, all this time here is spent allowing people to get their money together. But the problem is nobody's getting their money. Well, I'm not saying nobody, but the problem is there's so many people out there that are not taking advantage of the time that they have away. So they're just waiting for it to open, and ain't nobody doing shit. Everybody's just waiting for it to open, but they ain't getting their money together. They ain't getting their money together. I know I said it, and I know everybody else to tell you, man. The times that you can't travel is the minute that you just take every opportunity you can to earn cash. You ain't doing it, I can't help you. My man says, I don't understand when foreigners fall on hard times, why they don't just ask their families back from their home country for assistance. Is that pride? You shit, I ain't got no look. I ain't got too much pride. I ain't too proud to beg. If I have to holler at my people and be like, yo, man, I need help. I need help. I have no problem telling my people I need help. And because they my people, I know for a fact if I ask, because I never asked for anything, you feel me? I know they would help me, right? But the thing is, I don't know if it's a pride thing or not. But you know what, John? I think it is. You want to know why? You want to know why it's a pride thing? Because foreigners were probably talking all this shit about what they was gonna do overseas, man, how they was gonna be living their best life, and there is nothing that hurts worse than when you gotta crawl back home and them motherfuckers is in the cut talking about, I told you so. I knew your ass wouldn't make it in the Philippines. I knew your ass wouldn't make it in Thailand. I knew your ass wouldn't make it here. I knew your ass wouldn't make it there. There's nothing worse than when you tell people about your dreams, goals, and ambitions, whether it just be to move abroad for a little bit and it don't work out because that means they won, for lack of a better term. And people are afraid to swallow that part of their pride. right? You know how people are, man. John, I'm not sure if you have family members in the cut that would probably say some shit like, oh, man, you don't want to move over there, bro. You don't want to go over there, bro. Don't they be kidnapping people over there, bro? They don't like black guys over there, man. Man, they don't like your kind over there, pimping. Why you want to go over there, man? I heard them girls is ugly. I heard them girls only like the white dudes. I heard them girls is, skinny. They ain't got no ass over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go there, man. Why you want to go there, man? You ain't gonna get no girls over there. You know how people be. My God, they be in the cut talking all kinds of shit, and then you don't listen to them, right? You finally feel like you got it together. I don't know what it is that happens abroad. Anything can happen abroad, right? But um, what's gonna happen is you gotta come back home, tail between your legs and shit. Not really tail between your legs, but you gotta swallow your pride and ask your family for help. You don't want to ask them for help. Why? Because these are the same motherfucking haters that was telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't go overseas. And then, oh, and then, oh, and then, yo, they gonna be talking shit, and you gotta listen to it all damn day. Hey, you remember that time you tried to go to the Philippines, bro? Why you ain't over there now? Because people are mean, man. So yeah, I do believe it is a pride thing. Because they don't want to let anybody know that they were right, and they damn sure don't want to let anybody know that they won. Pride, man. Hey, Edward, you right, family. Pride will break you. Pride will break you, and pride will damn sure be the reason that a lot of guys go broke. I'm not too proud to beg. If it didn't go right, man, look, I made a mistake. I fucked up. I'ma figure it out. We gonna get it right the next time. Next time we gonna be good. We gonna be all right. You feel me? So rather than making a big deal about it, step up, do what you gotta do, keep it pushing. People ain't willing to do that. Everybody and their mama just going ham shit crazy for what? Because they don't want to admit that they pretty much lost, or that they kind of just didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna chalk that shit up to a pride thing. My man says I've been to Mexico over 200 times. Listen, I'm ready for a new country. Yeah, Brazil look like it hit the spot, my boy. Brazil is probably not a bad place to at least, scope the scene out and see how it works. Yo, 20 in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what to do, man. Y'all make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself over that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and blessed you choose to come through. Spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now and then, all my good stuff in the description there below, man. If you're not subscribed to Patreon, you lack for sure, for sure. If you haven't gotten you an ebook yet, they've been out for a minute. Most of y'all probably copped at least one book. Y'all should be getting another one right now, right? I would recommend the Bootyloo Chronicles or the prescription for foreigners looking to date Filipinos. Those are the top two books, top two bestsellers actually in the catalog. Yeah, if you ain't got one, don't be lacking because that's one of that. You get yourself a Christmas gift this year. Get yourself a copy of the ebooks or get a paperback version. That's all available. All right, don't sleep. My man, Mr. K says, I'm slowing my roll on telling anybody shit. You damn right, man. Don't talk. G's, what they say, real G's move in silence. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Big facts. Because I'm not telling anybody where I'm going. I will tell you, nope, I won't even tell y'all. I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm going until I'm actually there. The reason that is because I don't want nobody to be in the background talking about, yo, Doc was talking all this shit, man. Y'all remember Doc, man, that live stream about 6 months ago, man? He was talking about, yo, man, in 6 months, bro, I'm gonna be in this country, I'm gonna be in that country. I ain't the type, bro. I can't say shit until I'm actually there. I can tell you what I'm thinking about. I can tell you where I'm kind of hoping I'll be able to go, but I ain't gonna tell y'all shit. I'm not gonna make anything definitive. I'm definitive, and I'm damn sure not gonna say anything that's definite as if it is matter of fact. Because if it don't happen, guess who looks bad? Guess who got the egg on his face? This guy. So yes, I can tell you time and time again, I'm thinking about checking out this place. I'm thinking about, linking up somewhere over here. And I'm just, politicking with some things, trying to see what the COVID situation is like and seeing how I can move, how they feel about vaccinations and, doing my PCR test. I can tell you I'm thinking about these places, but I'm never going to make anything definitive. Why? Because yours truly is not going to be stuck out there on Schitt's Creek talking about, yeah, man. Well, yo, the reason I didn't get a chance to go, man, is because of this, and this. No, no, no. Y'all will know I'm there when I'm there. You feel me? So none of that until I know it's for fact. Like I got my plane ticket type facts. Am I really talking about my thing? And again, like I said, real G's move in silence, especially around people who genuinely would shit on you for wanting to travel at all. That's mostly your family. Big facts. Mostly your family will talk a gang of shit about why do you want to go to that place all the time. You'll hear that. My man, Cool Lit X, what's going on, man? He said, let your Filipino know up front. Don't keep her in vacation mode. Every time you visit, you are balling because you're on vacation mode. Now all of a sudden, you want to put her on a budget. Hey, man, she better know what it is when it is what it is, Playboy. Because, yo, man, I ain't got time for that shit. Mm, I have no problem telling a Filipino no. I think y'all need to add that to your vocabulary. Tell her no. We'll do it next time. Oh, that's how you go broke? Yeah. I'm sorry. I think you were connecting that to your last comment, but I feel you, man. Anyways, my man, Mr. Diaz, he says, I got so much crap for traveling during COVID. Before COVID, no one said anything. Now people, my bad, I got to get back to it. My man said, now people talk so much shit. Your ass ain't going nowhere, bro. Your ass ain't. See, that's what I can't stand about these people, man. The motherfuckers be on some bullshit. They be talking so much shit. Oh, yeah, you was talking all that shit about traveling, man. You was moving. Now your ass can't go nowhere. See, those are the people you could never win an argument with. And the reason is because they always gonna revert back to this one time. Even if, let's say, for example, in the next 2 to 3 months, you're able to get out there and start moving and shaking like you once did, right? They gonna be the same people talk about, yeah, but yo, you remember that one time when you couldn't do it, right? Where was your ass at? Sitting here next to us and shit. Most of the time they just be bitter as hell, but sometimes they really just be in their feelings because they can't travel. Maybe they got court cases, maybe they can't get their passport because they got child support issues. You know, those be the ones that really be hating on you the most. The people who couldn't travel even if they wanted to because they ain't even got their own financial situation together. So riddle me this, Batman. I'm more worried about me. I'm more worried about the shit that I'm doing. What you doing with your life, right? And then you can't even ask them what they doing with their life because why? Everybody's a fucking inspiring rapper now all of a sudden, right? Somebody say, "Yo, man, my mixtape about to hit the streets and shit." Y'all know what it is when it comes to our own people. Y'all know what I mean. But somebody always trying to do something, right? Even though you could take your ass to McDonald's right now, here in the state of North Carolina, they'll start you out at $10 and they'll give you a $500 signing bonus if you stay on for like 3 months. I said, man, that's some pretty easy money, if you ask me. That's pretty easy, but nobody want to work, man. So everybody more worried about your financial situation and the things that you do with your money, aka travel and do all of that shit, but yet and still they ain't even worried about themselves. Why? Because it's almost as if they were born to hate. People say that God put, and I hate to get religious on y'all because that's not my style, but people say that God put people in your life for a reason. And I think real talk, he put the people in your lives that challenge you the most because he wants to see you succeed. He wants to see you outdo the people and the things that they say about you. He wants to see how you respond to how people talk shit about you. So yeah, if you can't travel right now, that doesn't mean that you're stuck forever. So yes, you might have to hear that shit for a couple of months until your money get right. But I promise you this, once your shit get together, my boy, guess what? Y'all can find me in the Philippines, man. I'm telling you, you can find my black ass abroad. You ain't gotta look for me because I ain't looking for you. At that moment when I'm overseas and I touch down, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not looking for you. I don't care what you're doing with your life. Doc is gonna be knee deep, close to neck deep in Punam. Do you honestly think that I'm worried about what the fuck somebody else is doing back home? Right? The only time I'm gonna be thinking about them is never. Not when I touch down, bro. And you should never think about anybody who's ever hated on you. Cause sometimes guys have this tendency to be like, yo, man, y'all remember when y'all was hating on me? And you kind of feel like this need to prove them wrong. Nigga, you don't need to prove nobody wrong. You just need to prove yourself right. You feel me? I don't know what it is about us, men in general, that we have this tendency to want to prove everybody wrong. Y'all told me y'all wouldn't make it, right? Y'all told me y'all wouldn't make it. Look at me. I made it. We balling, whatever it may be. Who gives a fuck? Why don't you try to prove yourself right? Say, I knew this is where I was going to be all along. If any of you guys are like me, I talk to myself all the time. People think I'm fucking crazy, right? People think Good Doc has lost his ever loving mind. I talk to myself out loud. And I'm constantly reasserting and telling myself, look, man, this is temporary. This is temporary. Even when I'm going through bad shit, temporary, 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 temporary. Y'all gonna get through this, Doc. You gonna get through this. You're gonna get through this. Fuck everybody. Tune out the noise and keep it pushing. Not everybody can do that. But if you don't do that for yourself and try proving yourself right, why are you so worried about proving everybody wrong? You know, that's just my thoughts, man. And I hope y'all picking up on these gems today, man. Shit, not trying to drop them. Hey, Mr. Diaz, I see you, brother. I'm gonna get to you real quick. Just let me get through the rest of these comments, but big love to you, man. Appreciate you showing your boy some love, man. In the super chat. All right. He said that's my friends and family too. They gonna always talk shit, bro. They're gonna always talk shit because they don't want you to leave. That's the truth. They don't want you to leave because if they can keep you in the same financial situation or the same situation that they're in, they win, right? If your family can keep you in a bum ass situation, they win. They get the W on you because they kept you from moving. If they can scare you from leaving your hometown, they win. Yo, man, why the fuck you want to go over there, man? Nobody want to deal with them old girls over there. They too skinny, man. Like I said, they're gonna be killing people over there, bro. They don't want nothing to do with you. Man, fuck out of here. My man says losing all of your money and becoming a bum in the Philippines is as bad as it gets. True that. Scrounging and begging for money. Ain't that a bitch? It's are y'all willing to take the shot to go to Thailand or the Philippines? Bro, I'm already vaccinated, man. I already got my booster, man. I've been shot 3 times, man. I'm not telling you that you guys should do it. I'm not telling you guys what to do with your bodies. If you do not want to get the vaccination, please, by all means, don't do it. I'm just telling you right now, 2 shots plus the booster, my boy. I'm ready just in case, right? And I'm not ashamed of it, man. I don't care. I took the shot, so who gives a fuck, right? If you don't want to take it, man, I just feel like it's really going to hinder your travel. It's going to hinder your travel forever. Like you're literally going to be stuck where you are for a long, long time. No country's really letting anybody in unless you got your vaccination, my boy. And unless you, even with the PCR test, if you can't prove that you've been vaccinated, it's not going to help you. And it sucks, but it's the truth. That's one of the main reasons I got the shot. I said, fuck it, man. If it's going to hinder my travel, nah, fuck it. I'd rather go ahead and take the shot. I don't even care if they put water in my veins. I don't give a fuck what it was, really. It didn't kill me. It didn't hurt me. If they want to track me and see what I do with my life, yeah, good luck. 'Cause I don't do shit. So whatever conspiracy theory that a lot of people have about it, I respect it. It is what it is. But I took mine because I knew that when it comes time to travel, they ain't about to stop me, man. Not today, not ever. He said, "Why go to Mexico when you have Texas?" That is true, man. I have never seen so many Mexicans in my life than when the time I was down in Texas, bro. But I guess Mexico a little different, man. um, my bad, guys. I'm getting to the comments. He says, "If things don't work out in Southeast Asia, I'm definitely heading to South America. I'm not really feeling the DR. Colombia sounds like a great place. Argentina, there's a couple of other places. El Salvador has a nice little touch to it. I'm gonna try my damnedest to go to a place that nobody's been before, or you don't hear a lot of people vlogging about. I want to try that for once, right? You hear about Philippines all the time, man. You hear about Thailand all the time. Try somewhere new. Fuck it. What could it hurt? Just make sure you're safe though. Yo, we got 20 in the building, man. Appreciate all 20 of you guys locking in. I got 20 likes, so I guess I'm tied out for that one. But yo, man, I appreciate you guys dropping a like. Y'all know the rules, man. Make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself all over that like button. You know what it is, man. If you want to support, please feel free to do so. Happy and bless y'all through. Y'all coming through and checking out the board tonight. All right. Maybe it's the best for some foreigners to plan their stay in a foreign country for a few months at a time, then return to their home country to regroup, refit, resupply their assets. That is a military strategic style of thinking. Let's go do some recon, and then we gonna fall back, and then the next time we come, man, we're gonna be ready to go. I like that. A lot of people that I know are willing to do, let's do 3 months on, 3 months off, 3 months on, 6 months off. Some people have that thought process. Some people can't really fathom the idea of staying in the Philippines long term. And I'm cool with that. If you like to be a busybody and move around a lot, I respect that. I want you to be able to acclimate, get a feel for the country, understand what you like about it, understand what you dislike about it, understand what you're willing to deal with, understand what you're not willing to deal with. And as a result, act accordingly. If you feel like somebody like myself who can probably stay in the country long term, at least for about a year or so or more straight, if you need to, maybe travel out every now and again, let's do it. If you're the type of person that feels, you know what, man, I can only deal with the Philippines for about a month at a time before I need to get the fuck out, do so accordingly. So, John, that is a great, 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 way to look at it, though. My boy married a Filipina girl and haven't seen her in a year, but send her money and gets mad when I ask him about it. Old buddy bitter, man, because he can't get that ass, boy. Oh shit, that's sad, man. I kind of feel bad. You married a chick, and then he be like, "Yo, what's up with your girl?" But man, what the fuck you talking about my girl, bitch? That's what guys do, man. Mm, that is what guys do. I ain't even go cat, man. I ain't even go cap. But you ain't seen your girl for a while, and somebody asks you how your girl doing. First thing you think of, my boy, why you asking about my girl for, man? What you trying to do? Hit it? You know, but that's just because they ain't been able to get none, so they kind of in their feelings and shit. Everybody just going through it. But it can't be all that bad. Like I said, family, I appreciate it. He says exactly, Doc. The ones that can't travel because of child support hate the most. Them boys is bitter as hell. They'd be like, "Yo, man, crazy baby mama, man. She got me on child support, man. Man, fuck that. That's why you shouldn't have had babies with a crazy ass, right? Oh, don't get me started on dudes with crazy baby mamas. You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like my coworkers, right? The guys that I work with, man, they are super fucking funny. Right. Let me tell you a quick story about my boy. Right. So there's this guy I work with. He's a fellow teacher, right? He came in about a couple of months ago. So he didn't start the school year with us. But he came in probably a couple of months after school started, right? He just got the job he got put on. So my man's a coach, right? He's a coach. That's what he does. He coaches basketball and volleyball, right? So my man gets put on a coaching team. Within a month of getting there, he has already gotten another teacher pregnant. Like that is now his second baby mama. He has about I think a 7-year-old daughter now, and now the current teacher that he's sleeping with or slept with is now currently pregnant. And I looked at him and I was laughing. I said, "Damn, my boy, you work fast." And I was fucking with him. I'm like, "My damn, bro, you work quick, quick. Like you ain't even hesitate. You ain't wait. You just went for it, right?" And every single time he'd be like, "Yo, Carter, man, I got you, bro." He's like, "Yo, let me put you on, man. Let me put you on. Yo, she got friends and shit. Let me put you on." And he be getting mad at me because I'm like, "Bro," I said, "I'm not really, that's not my style, man." I said, "I'm good." What I'll tell him is, I'm like, "I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." He know I got a girl. I'm like, "Man, I'm good, man. I don't want that." He's like, "Yo, Carl." He's like, "Yo, man, let me put you on, B. Let me put you on." I'm like, "I'm good." And every single time, everybody look at me crazy as hell because I don't really fuck with no girls around here. Like they all look at me crazy. They be like, "Damn, is this dude gay or something?" That's how I think that's really what they think about me. I really think they think that I'm gay because I don't really fuck with no females and shit like that around here. And then I showed them a picture of my girl. They know what's up, but they be like, yo, man, these girls here, man, these girls here." And I tell them, "Yo, you don't understand, my boy. You over here trying to brag about some chick that I already know what she's about, especially if it took a short amount of time to get right, right? I know what you about, bro." I said, "It's cool." I said, "I don't want to deal with these females around here. Because you know what? My ass gonna end up just like you, fucking knocking up some chick that I really had no plan on being with, right?" Think about this. Probably gonna end up knocking up some chick I really had no plan on being with. Now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck probably paying child support or dealing with some chick that I'm gonna actually have to be in a relationship with in order to make a family or to make a situation work between the two of us. All it takes is one time to slip up and fuck up. I tell people that all the time. People look at me like I'm crazy. All it takes is one time, my boy. Condom or not, man. One time. My life is done. And granted, that sounds a bit dramatic because, it's not really done. But my life is over, man. One slip up and I'm done. And you think that my one slip up, if God only gives me one, do you honestly think I'm going to use it on a chick here in the West? Hell nah, man. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. So I tell him, I said, look, man, I'm gonna just save all my energy for when I go overseas, man. Y'all can have all of this. Cause all these teachers be sleeping together, like dead ass, man. It's like one big motherfucker orgy in here, except for it's not all of them at the exact same time. Dead ass, man. They be over here just sleeping with each other, doing all kinds of crazy shit. Dudes be hitting the same chick and stuff. They don't know nothing about it until it's too late. Dudes be sleeping with other girls, dudes and shit. I mean, I'm sorry. Dudes be sleeping with other girls, other dudes, girls and shit like that. But I'm the crazy one, right? Because I don't want to fuck with them. I'm the crazy guy, right? Because I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm the weird one. I'm the dude that people think is flexible all of a sudden and shit. I laugh about it now because it's funny as hell. I'd be like, yeah, I probably feel that way about me too. If I was on the outside looking in, I'd be like, yeah, I probably think you're a little flexible too. But it is what it is. I take it with a grain of salt. You gotta keep it pushing, right? But my man already got a girl pregnant. He ain't been there for 2 months. Fuck out of here, man. You work too fast. I just work too slow, I guess. I'm sorry. I'll be the slow guy in the crowd. Like they said, the tortoise in the hare, my boy. I'll be the tortoise every single day of the week because I'm gonna sit there and observe before I sit up and knock somebody up. You think I need a reason to not be able to travel? No, sir. Not happening to me. My man says, when I was younger, I thought I could save the world, but all you can do in this life is save yourself. True. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's every man for himself. Yes, only the strongest survive. Ain't that what they tell us? What's good, man? Appreciate you coming through. He said, I think that's an American thing, Doc. We always trying to impress other people. Well, I don't need you to impress me, and I'm damn sure not trying to impress you. I dress like a straight up. I don't dress like a bum, but I damn sure don't spend a lot of money on clothes. Walmart is my favorite place to shop. Them motherfuckers be cheap as shit. Tim, what's good with you, man? He said I can only count two guys that encourages the dare to be advantageous and explore the rest, hater male and female. Ain't too many people out here trying to encourage us to go anywhere. They want us to be in the exact same situation as them. He says needing to get to the Philippines is the only reason I would get the shot. Yep, I got it. Fuck it. I'll take it. I've been there, done that. I took it 3 times, baby. I'm good. People say negative things to try to persuade you from doing anything positive to improve yourself because deep down inside they don't want your situation in life to improve better than theirs. Crab mentality, ladies and gentlemen. Easy way to put it. The crab mentality. I'm down, so you bitches got to stay down with me. It's all it is. What about Chile, Peru, and Bali? You don't hear much about those places. Bali, Indonesia is very, very sexy right now. That sounds like a great place to go. Indonesia in general sounds like a sexy place to go right now. Facts. I've had that on my place of potential places to go, but yeah, not quite yet. I think one year there, exit 6 months, then come back. Like I said, everybody's plan in the Philippines is different. I'm on a couple of years, off about 6 months, right? Come back, see family, the good shit. Philippines is closed. Any word on when they are opening up? Unfortunately, fam, last I heard this Omicron, Ultron, Age of Ultron, Decepticon, whatever the fuck it is kind of messing up the country a little bit. And people they're flip floppy about letting foreigners in now. So I don't know. It's not quite open yet. Guess we just gotta wait, man. I hope that I did make the smart choice. I feel I did. I don't have time for the energy. It don't work for me. It really don't. Hollering at Filipinos on the gram ain't really getting the response because the gram is not the place to meet Filipinos, man. Do not try to talk to Filipinos on the gram. Instagram, no Snapchat, no Twitter, my boy. Go to a online dating site, an official online dating site wherein either Filipinos are looking to get with foreigners or looking to scam them because you'll get you'll definitely get some responses there. I promise you that. Go to an online dating site. They got. I'm not even gonna tell you the name of sites because I don't like giving out that shit. But yeah, you got it. So homies like Crabs friends give good advice. You can keep that shit. I don't need nobody's advice. Do Filipinos not gravitate to black dudes online or just in person? Oh yeah, man. You're gonna find girls online. You're just not gonna find them on the gram, my boy. The Instagram is not the place to try to talk to Filipinos. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's not gonna be the gram. Trust me, it's not the gram. Go to an online dating site. If you really want to talk to them in that regard online dating sites, man. Y'all can list a couple of dating sites for my boy if you want to, but I'm just not gonna shout out any because nobody's paying me. I can tell you the one that I used back in the day, but yeah, no. Again, guys, well, we got 27 in the building. Where the fuck 27 of y'all come from? What's good? Hey, y'all make sure y'all drop a like for the good doc, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Make sure y'all can rest, molest, and distress yourself a little bit that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the good doc in any capacity, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy you're blessed you choose to come through. Spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're then. I know y'all get tired of hearing me say that, but it is mandatory by law, at least in my mind, to at least drop that little information for you guys every couple of minutes or so. My man says having kids ain't no joke, man. I know. I don't feel like paying. I'm look, man. I'm selfish. I don't want. I mean, fuck them kids, bro. I don't want no kids right now. He said I don't play. I don't play those games. He said I look at kids as the quickest way to the po house. Oh yes, sir, man. I ain't playing that shit. You good? He said, Dr. Mike, I actually feel similar to you. My situation is not the same. However, I have given up on dealing with any women in America and concentrate on making a life in the Philippines, bro. People look at me like I lost my mind because they've never been to the Philippines. If they knew what I know, nobody would look at me the way they look at me. And it's okay that you feel that way about me. Okay? I understand completely. You are entitled to feel however you want to about me. You want to call me names? Call me names. You want to think that I'm one way or another? Think that shit. I'm not going to be mad at you. Most of the time, it's laughable. But I want you to understand this, though. In the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, always scheming, always plotting. I'm always putting myself in the best of situations. People want to invite me out to go to places, and I say no. I look bad, right? Because I'm the guy that doesn't want to hang out and be the fun guy, right? I would rather be the boring dude in the United States, focusing on his money, focusing on his investments and all of that shit, and be the fun guy in the Philippines. Hey, hey, Dr. Life of the party when he overseas, baby. Don't play with me like that. Mm. Again, I live a double life. Here, I just focus on me and my work. Over there, all hell breaks loose, bro. Y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. He said Goodwill is my favorite these days, but I got too many damn clothes anyhow. Need to give some of them motherfuckers away. You need to give something back to Goodwill. Goodwill gonna be like, bro, didn't you just buy this for me? Yeah, y'all can have it back though. It wasn't really my size. Yo, man, Walmart works for me, bro. $5 t-shirts, man, $6 tees, plain prints. Look, man, I am not about to sit here and walk around in Nikes and Fila and Adidas and all that shit. Ain't none of them paying me anyways. Knowing that they don't need to pay me anything. Why would they want to pay me? But I'm not about to freely endorse none of them bitches. Okay. Plain prints all day, every day. This shirt here, plain print. I put the gold chain on, bling bling. I told you, man, this is my little the Mr. T starter kit. I've been working on it, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna get. But other than that, man, hey man, I shop at the cheapest places and have the most fun doing it. Hey man, you gotta be able to make anything look good. Don't matter how much it costs. I mean, I'm sometimes I am willing to spend money on some extra shit, but nah, not too much. Not talking to or getting another woman while you're in a committed relationship is called loyalty, not stupidity. Not stupidity. Honor and integrity matters. If you don't honor what you said, you lied to God. Hey, man. Like I said, you gotta understand the mindset of these dudes around here, man. I think y'all know, man. I'm not preaching to the choir, but I'm preaching to the choir, and a choir that already knows how these men are. And it's cool. Like I said, I'll never be mad at you for living your best life. Okay? If you want to live your best life, my dude, do you. Please don't let me stop you. But I will tell you this, don't drag me into your shit. I am the type of person, I'm grabbing the popcorn and I'm about to sit back, relax, and watch this train wreck go strictly downhill. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm gonna just watch this train wreck happen. Cause it may all seem good in the moment, but all it takes is one wrong turn, gentlemen, and it's a wrap. At least if I'm gonna make my wrong turns, I'd rather that shit be in the Philippines. Cause I know how to correct that shit. I know how to make things the way I need it to be. And I can always manipulate and maneuver my situation the way that I need it to be. You can't do that with these strong, independent minded chicks out here who think they run shit. Good luck to you, my boy. Good luck to you. Facebook is also a good platform to talk to Filipinos. Facebook too. My man says, yeah, what Filipino sites would the guys in the chat recommend? Yo, recommend us some places to go. Facebook is not bad. My experience and advice from Brother Calvin has determined I won't be dealing with online dating while in America. Like I said, it works for some, sometimes it doesn't. The way I look, the way that I look at how can I say this? The way that I look at online dating sites, if you're going to talk to a female, it would have to be about 1 week to 2 weeks out from traveling. Okay. That's me. 1 week, 2 weeks out from traveling. Why? Because there's very little time for them to try to beg on you or anything like that. And you can transition it quickly, like, yo, I'm gonna be there in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to see you. And if they ask for money, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna see you in a couple of weeks. If you need something and I can help you, I'll help you when I'm there. You see how it transitions? Now, if you try to talk to a girl and you don't know if you're gonna see her next month or next year, that's when things start to get a little bit iffy because now you're in a position where you're talking to a long term and you kind of want to keep her on the ropes or keep her on ice, whatever. Excuse me, COVID. My bad. I'm fucking with y'all. Don't do that. You kind of want to keep her on the back burner. So as a result of keeping her on the back burner, you kind of just keeping her on the back burner. You give her money and things like that to kind of keep her in the fold, keep her talking to you, right? But about 1 week to 2 weeks out, man, I would send like a message to damn near every girl that I think is fine, and then I'd work my way backwards, right? But if you're trying to talk 6 months out and stuff, that's not going to help you at all, at all. And yes, I'm going to tell you right now, being as Calvin would say, boots on the ground, it definitely pays dividends for sure, for sure. Facebook groups are the biggest online shits for sure. Hey, everybody say hello to my young lady. Hey, baby, how you doing? Yes, babies are expensive. That's why me and her ain't about to have no babies no time soon. Probably not. Probably not. Everybody make sure you say hi to my young lady. Everybody say, hey, Sess, at her, say hi, whatever. Just be nice. Doc, it's truly a mystery chatting on dating sites. You never know what you're gonna get, man. You might even get you a lady boy. That's true. I've been catfished a lot. I've been catfished in my past, man. That shit is scary as hell. But you gotta make sure you see them before you see them. You feel me? He said the Philippines is a diamond in the rough. Yes and no, man. A lot of people are starting to find out about the Philippines. It's making it difficult for a lot of foreigners because now you got a lot of these bum ass, sip ass dudes saturating a country that was once considered to be the diamond in the rough. Absolutely. Once upon a time, the Philippines was a desirable place. As a matter of fact, they used to refer to it as the Pearl of the Orient. Don't know exactly what the fuck that meant. All I know is that's kind of what they used to call it. I don't know if that was a specific place or if that was the description of the Philippines overall. The Pearl of the Orient. All right. Now, I really believe it's very saturated as fuck. And you want to know why it's saturated, guys? Hey, let me let you in on a little secret. There's so many vloggers who know that they can make their channels bigger by exploiting that country, right? You remember how we used to have those conversations? Oh my God, I did not know that they had this in the Philippines. And this motherfucker's going to McDonald's, right? Oh my God, I didn't know that the Philippines mall were this nice. Well, shit. Now you know, right? But it's always a big, grand thing about putting the Philippines in a positive light and saying things that were supposed to capture your audience and stuff like that. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten old yet, but they still do it. You feel me? So that's probably why the Philippines, in its essence, is becoming a lot more saturated because you have people over here making these crazy dumbass videos, and then you got a lot of people who follow suit as a result to try to make the exact same videos, and then you have people like me who do encourage people to travel to the Philippines, so that's bringing in more people, and it just start. I really do believe it's starting to become oversaturated. It truly is. Even Philippine content online is starting to become super fucking saturated, but I will always continue to do it because this is what I love. You know what I'm saying? I love talking about the Philippines, good, bad, or indifferent, because I talk about it all. And I enjoy being able to help people who are interested in actually coming. You know, it's not as if I stayed 2 weeks in the Philippines, started a channel, and fucking try to tell everybody, talk to people like I'm a fucking expert, right? I actually took my time with this shit. I should have started my channel while I was in the Philippines. I'd have the biggest fucking channel in this sector. If I would have started my channel when I was actually there in 2006 to about 2000 and when did I leave? Shit, 2017? Yeah, 2006 to 2017. Light work, man. I would have killed it. But hey, man, it is what it is. Now I'm just making up for lost time and I'm having fun doing it, right? So you just got to be able to, take it as is. But, it is kind of drying up a little bit out there in the Philippines in reference to content and shit like that. There's only going to be so much you can talk about in the years to come, which is why your boy is definitely thinking long term. How can we expand this bitch? How can we definitely make the channel better while still being stationary for the moment, Ain't hardly any dressing up in the Philippines. Shorts, flip flops, t-shirts for days. Oh yeah, man. If you ain't got your fucking Crocs on or your Havaiana slippers, you slipping. If you ain't got your Havaiana slippers on, you slipping. Big facts. All right, yo, we got 27 in the building, man. I appreciate y'all dropping in. Make sure you drop a like. Doc would highly appreciate that one. Y'all know what's up. All right, likes mandatory. Support option. Just in case y'all forgot. All right. I think when a person of color reaches out to talk to Filipina, she is surprised. My girl didn't consider me until I reached out to her first. Be yourself and be real. Yes, I've never had a girl. It's very rare that a girl talked to me in the past before I talked to her. Even with my girl, I had to approach her. She didn't approach me at all. She did not approach me at all. I think I scared the hell out of my girl when we first met. Like we knew each other from school because we had classes together. But when I actually asked her ass out, like when we was in the mall, guys on the mall to be more specific, I walked up to her and she was with her friend. And I think I scared the hell out of that girl. I didn't mean to, but being big black foreigner, big black guy, bald guy, it can be a little intimidating. That's why you gotta kind of approach a little bit different. You don't want to scare the hell out of somebody, but you definitely want to approach. And it's very rare that a Filipino will approach a black guy. I think it's rare they approach white guys too, but probably not as rare as it is approaching a black dude. You say you never know, she might fall for you. Chance favors the prepared mind and the bold. Touche, my boy. Dropping some knowledge tonight. But definitely, man. The way I see it is, man, sometimes you got to shoot your shot. A lot of us are scared to shoot our shots in the Philippines, and I cannot fathom any reason why. Why in the fuck are we scared to shoot our shots in the Philippines? Me too. Me too. I'd be scared as hell to shoot my shot sometimes. But after you think about it and you think, yo, the worst that girl can say to me is no. Now all of a sudden it's like, well, why the fuck am I scared? I mean, I've heard no before. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the word no before. I mean, we don't, unless you looking like Chris Brown or some shit, you one of them light skinned dream motherfuckers, light skin versus dark skin. I'm fucking with y'all, but it is what it is. Unless y'all look like, I don't know, one of them entertainers and shit like that, and you just not used to hearing no because every girl in the world wants you because you look away, that's different. And if you are that way, fuck you. I'm not that type of guy. All right. I gotta work for mine. I my charming good looks is starting to rub off on some people. People find you on YouTube and they start to realize I might have a little bit of a personality or personality problem or split personality. I don't know what the fuck wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But look, they start to realize there might be something about this black dude that I can get around or get with. That's when, hey man, they start to open up a little bit. You know what it is. Hey, when they start opening up to you, man, I'm telling you, shit. When they start to open up, guess what else opens up, ladies and gentlemen? Just saying what I'm saying, man. He said, just tell him. I said, I'll see you when I see you, Doc. Hey, it is what it is, Pimp. I'm out. My man says, I don't even take chances on American women. That child support system ain't no joke. Oh, yes, sir, man. Look, I got a life to live overseas in the Philippines. I got investments. I got things that I'm focused on. You think I'm trying to give my money away to these bitches? No, sir. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hard pass. Big fast. All right. Big fact, big fast. All right. My man says, oh, don't be talking about me. Hey, see, Doc ain't bad. It is what it is. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I ain't the best. I ain't shit, but I'm working on it. He said, I'm hearing that Bali is better than the Philippines. Now, I'm not gonna go that far, my boy. Not going to take it that far, but I will say that Bali is definitely a place to consider. Right? Doc's not gonna go any. You're never gonna find me quoted saying any place is better than the Philippines just yet. All right. I got to go there. I got to scope the scene. I've got to investigate before I'm and observe before I'm able to, you know, drop that tidbit of information to anybody. Mm, I'm sorry, guys. It looks like my shit stopped scrolling. Anywho, my man says, Doc, regarding making new Philippine content, lots of channels on poor people in the Philippines, no content on the rich segment of the Philippine society would be a good niche content. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man BGC Mike, wherever he is in the world today. My brother, I love you and I miss you. No homo. Big pause. That's my man, Mike. He is definitely beyond the top 1% in the Philippines, and I would love to just kick it with them. But what you see, the problem, JD, with that particular type of content is a lot of these upper echelon foreigners, I mean, Filipinos or Filipino people in general, they're really private. Like they don't want their shit out there like that. So I would have to find a way to, create some very good content around the lifestyles of some of these people. But I don't like putting people on blast. But you're right, though. It's always about the poorer people and always about, yo, can you help this person? Can you help these people out? You donate to them this way and or whatever, donate to my foundation, shit like that. We'll see. But yeah, man, I love to kick it with my rich friends. I have quite a few, more than I thought. And the reason you don't know they rich is because they don't dress like it. They damn sure don't act like it. And when I say rich, I mean they're doing well off. They're very well off and they're doing better than 99% of the country. So definitely in the 1%. Although they don't necessarily feel as though they are the 1%ers. I'm talking about my friend who owns a restaurant. I'm talking about my friend who, you know, got his he's a doctor now, legitly, medicine, married to my girl's best friend. Well, one of my girl's closest friends. He owns a business out there in Cebu, got a couple of restaurants out there. I'm talking about, my boy Mike, man, who took over the family business and stuff for a while and then kind of transitioned into another, you know, area of life. I think he's in banking now, I believe. I'm not sure. But I know people, it's just a matter of getting them in. You know, it is what it is, man. My girl said that she wasn't scared. It was more like shock that you knew me because we didn't actually sit close to each other in class. I don't even remember where the fuck I sat at in the class when we was together. I have no idea. It don't even matter, love. You got me, damn it. Fuck it. You stuck with this black guy for a while. All right. Are there types of Filipinos that are into black dudes from certain provinces? Um, Great question. I think that it's not so much the skin color, man. Like my man said, it's about putting yourself in positions wherein you can find yourself talking to the right girls at the right time. I always believe that opportunity wins out 90% of the time. You'll have some girls that'll sit there and try to wait out the white guy because that's their preference. But for the most part, if you put yourself in the right position and you say the right things and you're, just being yourself, like my man said, being a real one, you'll likely probably win over that girl easy, right? Because it's easy to be like, well, she don't want me because I'm not her preference or I'm not her first choice. So a lot of guys would be like, oh man, I don't want to deal with that girl because I wasn't her first choice in the first place. I don't care. To be honest with you, I don't think, you know, no, nobody is really anybody's first choice now that you think about it. And we've had that conversation before about nobody's really anybody's ever first choice. There was always somebody out there they liked before you. Best way to put it. And as a result, you just got to take it as is, man. Take it on the chin, my boy. Keep it going. It don't matter if you were the first choice or the fourth choice. Are you the one in the place now? Do you feel like, yo, man, I can see myself rocking out with the girl? If that's how you feel, man, then, hey, man, I believe that 9 times out of 10 you'll win it out. Might take a little bit more effort because some girls, especially the super super pretty ones, the ones that know that there's gonna be some fucking white knight in the background, and that's what they want to wait for because they are like, or they at least view themselves as one of the top prettiest bitches in the country. Yeah, you can see that. But for the most part, man, just putting yourself in the right place in the right frame of mind will definitely get you everything that you need. And again, if she says no, who cares? Who the fuck is she? Right? Chicks say no to you, man. Fuck you. I wouldn't tell you to tell. I would not say that to her per se, but f her and move on. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Yo, 26 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all locking in, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Y'all make sure y'all drop y'all like. I would highly appreciate that. It's not so much about what types of girls from what particular provinces are in the black guys, because that is a lot of data collection. It's just about shooting your shot, man. Because you'll find girls in every part of the country that will likely date a black dude. That's why I can't really say that. I think everywhere you go, there's somebody likely to want to date a black guy. So I mean, in certain areas like Korea, like I'm sorry, not Korea, but Cebu, you may see that they may be more interested in Koreans because Koreans are dominant in that particular area. But it's not as if, oh man, all the Korean guys are getting all the Filipinos in Cebu. No. Shout out to my boy HT. I think his young lady's from Cebu. So that's not the case. I know a lot of guys who dated women from Cebu that are black. So it's not really the case. My man says, I know what else opens up. That purse opens up. Ah, mm. My man Alif, what's going on, man? How are women in Cambodia? I can't speak on that, man. I've never been to Cambodia. Cambodia. If you ask how my stepmom pronounces, I think she pronounces Cambodia. Most Filipinos or Filipinos pronounce it Cambodia. Not even Cambodia. It's Cambodia. And I think it's so cute, man. This shit funny as hell to me. But yeah, I don't know, man. I really have no idea. They could be dope, man. For all I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. Um, to all of my silent partners, you know who you are. The ones that sit in the background. You don't say nothing. You just put me on to listen to me or whatever. You know I gotta shout y'all out first. Y'all help me out more than you'll ever know. Silence is golden, but if you put me on in the background and you just want to listen to me talk my shit for whatever reason, because I don't know what you're doing, where you just listening to me, but thank you. I appreciate you guys locking in. Like I said, you don't have to say anything. Your silence is powerful because you're here to support me in whatever capacity you want to support me. And I thank you for that. To all of my fellow brethren and my young lady, of course, who show up to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all locking in, man. Appreciate y'all participating in the conversation. Appreciate you guys giving me content to make for you guys. I appreciate you asking the questions to give me shit to answer to drag this live stream on longer than it ever needs to be. Because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. If I wanted to do that, all I would do is record a video and then post it later. But I appreciate y'all locking in. Appreciate you showing the boy some support. My boy, Mr. Diaz, big shout out to you, my boy, for the super chat today. Much love. I appreciate you on that one. Appreciate all of you guys who support me by dropping likes. Appreciate you guys who, like I said, man, add to the conversation, man. I don't know it all my damn self. And it's always good to have opposing points of view or viewpoints that add on to whatever we were talking about. It makes this that much more fun to me. And again, Doc, this channel does not exist without y'all, right? I'm not oblivious to that fact. That's why I make sure that I show love to the chat every chance I motherfucking get. Because again, I can be on here by myself, talking to myself, but yet still 27 plus people at my peak, maybe 30 people at my peak were tuning in, listening to this young brother talk his shit about bum ass foreigners. And again, never overlook that, never underestimate the people who rock with you. So as long as you rock with Doc, you good. And again, when you family for life over here, man. Y'all know better than that. So I'm gonna read these last comments and I'm gonna let y'all go on about your business. So my man Frank says it's not the skin color, but some Filipinas do have this fascination with white skin. It's all about preference, man. It ain't nothing you can do. Tim, it is good to always see what's attracted to you as well. Yeah, you gotta see who's attracted to you. Like I said, I ain't worried about you if you don't like me, shit. Cause I'm pretty sure there's a badass bitch in the corner over there that probably been scoping the doc all day long. And guess what? If I was single, never mind. Let me not get myself in trouble. Anyway, but yeah, man, you gotta see who's rocking with you. See who's looking at you. Some Filipinos feel the same way some foreigners feel. They are fed up with men from their country or province and want to date foreigners, but it's not custom for women to approach men first. I've never had a girl approach me first. Maybe once in my whole entire life, but you could tell she was just trying to get paid. And I'm okay with that. At least be honest. As men, we must make the first move. Can't be mad at that. Brad, I appreciate you dropping those 2 likes for me, my boy, always. Mr. K, man, he said, I appreciate your content. I've become a serious partaker of the Philippine genre from black men's perspective, and I plan to retire there soon. Hey, man, the Philippines is always going to be open. Like, not because of COVID and shit, but eventually it's going to open itself back up for us, and we're going to be able to live our best lives. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, excuse me, it's a miniature toast to the good life that is before us, gents. And you want to know why? Because the Philippines will eventually be a place that some of us call home, that some of us call temporary dwellings, aka we only there for a small period of time just to get it in, have some fun, and go back to business as usual. But again, Philippines always has something for everybody. I promise you that. I'm telling you this. I am telling you this. The Philippines has something for everybody. If you like them white skin, they got white skin Filipinas. You like them morena, dark skin Filipinas, they got you. Hell, I'm gonna even go on to say it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't hold this to me. Don't hold my hand to the flame. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them. If you in the lady boys, if you're living your alternative lifestyle, there's somebody there for that shit too. Okay, I don't think that's none of y'all, but I'm gonna say it because I want people to know when I say that the Philippines has something for everybody. The good doc literally means there is something there for everybody. If you like them a little short and fat, you can find them short and fat. If you like them somewhat slim, tight, petite, you can find them petite. You want them a little thicker, you might have to look a little bit, but you can find them on a thicker scale. Why do you think the good doc posts a thirst trap every day? Pardon my thirst trap, right? The videos that I post at 9 o'clock in the morning on purpose is literally giving you guys a wide range of different women that represent the country in their own respects. I'm having fun with it. Don't ever take it too seriously. Enjoy the videos if you like them. If you don't want to watch them, I always post a video later on about 5:30 in the evening. So you'll catch me at least twice a day for as long as I can. 9 a.m. in the morning for the thirst trap, and then 5:30 in the PM for any whatever content I have for you guys that day, just a regular video, okay? So again, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you to pardon the thirst trap, that just means let me do me, let me be me. Y'all just enjoy the content, and I just do what I do. All right. So it is what it is. Call it the thirst trap, whatever you want to call it, but we do what we do best, man. Um, you do have to see if they have true passion for you too, man. Last comment. She said, I can't wait to get back one day at a time. This time I'm never leaving. Hey man, if you've gotten your money together and you know it's time for you to go on and call a spade and get it out, do it. Fuck it. He said, I'm only looking at the Philippines as a home destination, man. Again, the Philippines has something for somebody, something for everybody. Yep, JD, it is a grown man's Disneyland. That's what we used to call AC. I still call AC the grown man's Disneyland, but another story for another day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to do what you do best. He said do a greatest melody of the thirst trap videos. I might actually put them all on one video. Let's see how that plays out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're just in this bitch having fun. I might do a compilation. I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit more, and I'll put up a compilation of my greatest hits. Anywho, guys, if you enjoyed the video, you already know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. If you guys are ready to get the getting, going about your business, man, I'm here to let you guys know. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending some time with me. Again, energy from beginning to end. I fucks with y'all. And I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. All right. Y'all know what time it is, man. Time for the good doc to go and get to get. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the good doc is officially out. At least not go by alarm, which means I am going now. As always, man. Love you guys. Sincerely do. Makita. Peace.